Okay, let's do our nails. These are my nails before. We're gonna do some press-on nails. So I always start off with this acetone from Onyx. You can get it from Sally's or TJ Maxx. And these are the Glamnetic nails I chose. Now, it always takes me a while when I'm at Ulta or Target. Well, not Target. When I'm at Ulta looking at nails to see which ones I want. But these ones really caught my eye. They're the Fianced, and it was just giving. And this is my go-to nail file. It's from Sally Beauty, the Beauty Secret ones. So good. So this is just like a nice little light file to get all the oil off my nail. Okay, back to the Glamnetic nails because I really need to pull them out the box so you guys can see what's tea. These are like this pretty ombre gloss, almost giving like glazed donut. I don't know if the reflection is like showing you guys enough of just how cute these nails were. So what I'm going to do first is just go through and size out all the nails. It's sometimes a little tricky with this almond shape. I'm going to show you guys how to make it really look good and I don't know, I don't like when my natural nail is sticking out. So we're going to take care of that. But right now I'm just taking time to find the right size. And then I'm going to show you how I fix my nails so that way my natural nail isn't sticking out, and I really just trim them down. I trim the sides, so I kind of turn my nails into like this oval shape and I cut them really low, which is low-key kind of a shame because my nails grow really fast, and I feel like in a weird way, I'll show you guys at the end, that press-on nails kind of protect my nails, kind of like how wigs protect my hair. I get a little bit of damage, but for the most part, like, my nails grow out really fast. So to be honest, I actually don't really like doing this, but if you're gonna use those almond nails, you have to cut the side of your nails, especially like where they grow out square, because it's just not gonna look good if you leave it hanging out. Okay, so now you can see we don't have anything hanging out anymore. It looks good to go. And then we're just gonna go back to sizing them. And oh, nope, we need just a little bit more on the side. We don't want anything hanging out on the side. That's gonna make your nail look press on, and we want it to look, you know, like you went to the salon, okay? All right, let's try that again. Okay. Now we're ready to try the rest of the nails on. So I like to go slightly smaller, but not too small where some nail is going to be hanging off. And I don't like it too big because that just makes it look bulky. But let's get into the package of what comes with the press-on nails. So we have the white, a file, the glue, which everyone says is really good, and then the rest of the nails. And then we also have the little stick that you push your cuticles down with. So right now I'm just going to dump out all of the nails so that we can figure out what size we want. And this is probably what takes the most amount of time, and especially if you're like on a flight or in a car, like this is the scariest part. Well, the second scariest part, because for some reason these nails get little feet and they just jump and they fly everywhere. So if you could do this on a flat surface and not in a rush, that would be ideal, but I will do my press-on nails literally anywhere, so I get it. Okay, so now that we have our sizes picked out, I like to put them, like, line them up how they're gonna go on my nails. We're gonna take that little wood stick, not the pointiest side, the other side, and we're just gonna push down our cuticles. This is necessary because you want the nail to go underneath your cuticle. And if it's not pushed down, it kind of just goes on top, and that's just not the vibe. Again, we want it to give salon, not press on. Okay, so after that, we are going to take, whoops, not the diamond one. The diamond one is from the Dollar Tree. It still works, but we like our Beauty Secrets one. We are brand name. Yes. So we're going to take our Beauty Secrets file and go ahead and just file off whatever remaining damage from the last set of press-on nails is there, or just any oils. I sometimes will go back and forth between filing or using the acetone. So this time I just took a break, grabbed the acetone so I could wipe off my nails. And I use acetone to dry out my nails, but you can also use alcohol. I just don't know where my rubbing alcohol is, but this is going to make you ashy. So this isn't going to be like your aesthetically pleasing application. Another thing I love is the Sally Beauty's nail glue by Beauty Secrets. I think you could probably get it on Amazon too. This was the one that went super viral and it went viral for a reason, but this brand right here is it, okay? I am moving my little fingers together right now, like clock it, because it's just it. Be careful though, because this glue is very sticky. I've heard the Glamnetic's glue is really good, but I'm just sticking to what I know right now. Sticking to what I know. Okay, like I said, this isn't the most aesthetically pleasing application because I know my cuticles are sticking out and all that, so If you are looking for perfection, just go ahead and exit out of this right now. But here's how I like to apply the glue. So I really like to just take like a thick line right in the middle of my nail, and then I will grab the press-on nail and I'll probably put like a little drop of it in there. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and gently apply it to my nail. And when I apply it to my nail, I like to put it in the center and then not push it down just yet, but when I get the angle I want it in, I push it down and I go right underneath that cuticle. I make sure it looks good before I really go and press it down, and then I start pressing it down. It's really important that you lift your finger up and down as you're pressing it down. You don't want to leave your finger on there, because that is actually the scariest part of applying press-on nails, is your fingers can get stuck together. It happened to me a few times years ago. I very rarely make that mistake anymore. So again, just make sure you're lifting your finger up and down, because you do not want you to get your fingers stuck together. If you do get your fingers stuck together, grab some oil, go put your hand under some hot water, relax, don't freak out, it will break. And just don't do that again, it sucks. Okay. So let's finish this up. I'm gonna let the music play. I keep going back and forth. You guys can see between the different nail files. The Dollar Tree nail file is fine as well. It's just something about the Beauty Secrets one that really does it for me personally. So you are going to just keep applying, lifting that finger up. This is what it looks like with the first 3 nails done. And another quick tip is I like to do my thumbs last. It just gives me a little bit more grip on grabbing the nails. So I always will do my thumbs last, but I pretty much explained, I feel like, how I do most of it. So I'm just gonna let the music play and you guys can watch to get a vibe of it, and then I'm gonna come back and show you guys the finished product, and I'm also gonna show you how I take these bad boys off and just give my final thoughts, whether I'd buy these again and how to actually take them off. So we will be right back. Alright, so these are the finished nails. I'm loving how they came out. I would definitely repurchase these. Super cute. Now let's get into how I remove them. So this is just how I remove my nails. You guys do not have to do this. I literally just dig in on the side and I just pop them off. This is after about a week and a half of wear, so they do last. I did have to reapply a couple of them, but yes, they will last. But just over time, the glue will loosen up. It'll get air bubbles underneath, so that's actually what makes it super easy to just pop off. It does take a little bit of digging. I kind of just dig a piece of my nail into where I can feel my natural nail, and I just gently, this is fast forwarded so it looks way more intense, but I gently just dig in there until I feel enough air, and then I'll pop it off. Once you get enough air underneath the nail, it's really easy to just pop off. But yeah, take your time, and if it ever just feels too intense, a lot of times that's how the pinky nail is, I will go ahead and grab a nail clipper and I'll use that to kind of just loosen up the nail a little bit, or loosen up the glue. And then I'll use the nail clipper to kind of pull. It sounds worse than it actually is, but I'll use the nail clipper to kind of pull against the nail, the fake nail and my nail, to kind of add more air in there, to make it easy to separate. So this looks way more gross and way more intense than it actually is. If you leave your nails on long enough, they're going to go ahead and start to loosen up, and it makes taking them off really easily. There's of course a bunch of other videos online about how to soak them off and whatnot, but this is just what works for me. So yeah, these are my nails taken off. There's a little glue residue left, and then these are the nails.